What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Lukas. I'm a medical doctor currently doing my ophthalmology residency in Germany, and in today's video I'm going to talk about my experiences from last week where I joined a course about laser treatments, angiography diagnostics and intraretinal injections. So let's get started. First of all, I want to mention that I took the course with two of my colleagues. The three of us drove all the way from Leipzig to Greifswald after work. It was a very long journey. It took us more than 5 hours to get there basically because it's very far in the north. And we stayed there all together in the Airbnb for the entire 3-day course. And the first day was basically all about theoretical knowledge. We learned everything about lasers. We learned how lasers work, what's the physics behind it. We learned what kind of lasers actually exist, what kind of laser classes are there. And we also learned how they are used to treat patients, how they're used for the retina, for the iris, and also for other conditions. So for example, there are also lasers for the skin to treat other diseases. And we also learned how they can be very harmful for the retina. So the main message was not to look inside a laser. Some lasers aren't that harmful, but some other ones are really extremely harmful. So better never look inside there. And we talked about how even young kids oftentimes already use lasers, and that could be quite dangerous. I mean, I oftentimes see these lasers when somebody used them in an arena where they point them to the football players, oftentimes when they're doing like a penalty to make them nervous or make them feel uncomfortable. Or you also hear the stories where people use laser pointers to irritate and annoy pilots. So it's even possible to do that. And yeah, I'm a bit more concerned about being careful not to look into a laser right now. We learned also that we should take care nobody's able to use that without our permission, and how to protect the eye. So basically always wear glasses when you're around somebody who is lasering. When you do the laser procedure on your own and you look through the microscope, that's usually not so harmful because there's some kind of protection in there. So then you're basically safe, but otherwise you always need to protect yourself with glasses. And at the end of the day, we had to do a little quiz. So then at the end, we were officially qualified as a laser safety officer. So the first day was okay. Some parts were interesting, some parts weren't that interesting. But yeah, that was probably the most theoretical day of all the course. So I'm glad we finished this after the first day. And the second and third day was much more practical, was more fun in my opinion. On the second day, we learned about different laser procedures. We practiced basically 4 different ones. So first, we did the YAG iridotomy and YAG capsulotomy. That's a laser, I've done it many times before, so I know how it works, I know how to do it. The YAG iridotomy is the laser we use to make a little hole inside the iris. We do that when patients have a primary angle closure glaucoma. So that is used to reduce the eye pressure. We basically improve the flow of the aqueous humor. And we also do the iridotomy before corneal transplant. So if we do a so-called DMAC corneal transplant, we also do as a preparation iridotomy to have a small little hole, usually inferior, so that we have a better circulation after surgery when we put a gas injection inside the anterior chamber. The capsulotomy is usually done to treat the secondary cataract after cataract surgery. So there we open the posterior capsule and then the patient usually are able to see much better again. The second laser procedure we learned was the argon laser. This is the kind of retinopexy we do to treat retinal holes, for example. we do a 360-degree retinal scarring with this laser, and usually we try to have like 3 layers around the hole to have a high protection of the retina, that there is not going to happen a retinal detachment. The third laser procedure was the cyclophotocoagulation. This is a treatment we use to reduce the eye pressure in patients who have a glaucoma disease. Here we do a laser treatment around the cilia body. We usually use that when patients have a really high eye pressure, still after other treatment options like a trabeculectomy. So then that's oftentimes the last choice, and this usually takes 2 weeks until it works. I've only done this one a couple of times, so I was quite happy to repeat this, and actually it isn't that difficult, it's quite easy, and it was fun to practice this as well. And the fourth and final laser procedure we learned was the cyclopexy. This is basically a treatment of the retina where we do not use heat or laser, but we use very cold temperature. So basically we freeze the retina. However, the effect is the same. We use that for scarring the retina, and oftentimes this is used in our clinic when we are not able to do a complete 360-degree scarring of a retinal hole that is very peripheral. During the last day, we learned to practice the intravitreal injection of medications. It was a good experience for me to do that a bit more, to practice this a little bit more, because I've only done this one time, so I'm not that experienced, and I wanted to know a bit more about also the preparation, how to do the disinfection, so everything is in a sterile condition, so you're not bringing any bacteria inside the eye, and therefore I was quite happy to repeat it. I don't think it's that difficult at the end, but still I wanted to feel a bit more comfortable about doing this, and I enjoyed this a lot. Furthermore, the last day was also my favorite day, because after the treatment practice, we also heard a lot of speeches about eye conditions in which you actually do this kind of procedures. So we learned about the 5 most important ones, of course, which is age-related macular degeneration, diabetic retinopathy, retinal vein occlusion, myopia, and uveitis. So for me that was quite interesting, because I've already prepared a lot of diagnostic, and I've also induced a lot of therapies of intravitreal injections for patients with this kind of disease. However, of course, it's also interesting to hear a bit the opinion from other doctors, what they are saying, what do they think when they actually do this kind of treatments, what kind of further treatment regimes they use, the Prorinata or the treat and extend. So it was for me very important to just get like more knowledge if this is correct what I've done before, and therefore I was quite happy that oftentimes the doctors had the similar opinion to my approach to these treatments. And of course I also talk about this with my consultant when we do these kind of diagnostics and treatments for patients. However, it's just nice to get some more opinions, because normally in the clinic you're quite alone, you do the thing on your own, and you do not get so much feedback from many other doctors. So that felt quite relaxing for me to realize that oftentimes they seem to do the same stuff like we are doing. So we seem to be quite right about that. Finally, I want to talk about my experience of the course. So all in all, I can say that I really enjoyed the time there. I learned a few new practical skills. Most of them I already knew. However, still I was thankful to learn a few new things and also to get more routine in that. Furthermore, I was very happy about the theoretical presentations they did. That really gave me more confidence to feel like I'm doing the right thing there. And the most important and most fun thing was actually to spend time with my colleagues. It was great to do that with other doctors. We had a great time, we laugh a lot, we have fun, we spend a lot of time together, get to know each other better. And I think that was the most important part of the trip. So yeah, do these kind of courses with other people you enjoy, have fun, just laugh about it, and don't take it too serious. Be sincere, but don't be serious, like I mentioned before. And then this is just like a great experience. You also get to know new people. We met new doctors from other clinics. They were really nice. It was really fun to talk about what's going on. You realize like, okay, there's other people actually going through the same problems, same struggle like you do. And I really enjoyed that. So I can definitely recommend these kind of courses, especially the course in Greifswald. Also the doctors over there, they were really nice. They explained a lot of things. They were really comfortable, relaxed, and they were not stressed about us asking so many, maybe sometimes annoying questions. And they even told us like the preparation for the course is always really annoying, and they all the time ask themselves why the hell they're still doing that. However, when the course actually takes place, then they are quite comfortable and they really enjoy doing that. They like to teach, and then they always realize how much fun this course actually is. So yeah, all in all, it was a great experience and we enjoyed it a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you could learn a little bit about what I was talking. Maybe you're interested a bit more about ophthalmology. If that's the case, check out this video here where I talk a bit more about my life as an ophthalmologist. And if you want to know more about how much doctors basically earn in Germany, check out the video down here. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you in the next video.